welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing very well. If you noticed that this outfit and this makeup look looks like the one from last week, I knew I was going to be very busy throughout the week, which is why I filmed 2 videos in one day. You probably don't even care. So today I wanted to talk about a lip liner that I have been using so much. I never did a video on it because, I don't know, I like to thoroughly test things out to let you know how I like something. Which, funny enough, last week's video was my first ever first impressions video. Again, I'm usually not a fan of first impressions. That was probably the only time I did a first impressions, but yeah, today we're going to be talking about a K-Beauty lip liner, which has become such a staple in my makeup collection, in my makeup routine when I do my lips. And we're talking about this lip liner from Colorgram All-in-One Over Lip Maker. So I have the shade 02 Cool Pink. What makes this pencil, I would say, special, especially if you consider the price tag, is the fact that it has 2 sides. So you have the actual lip liner side, which has a chubby looking kind of pencil, and I love a more chubby pencil like this. I'm not so much a fan of a very detailed lined lip. I like something that looks more, I don't want to say smudged, but that looks more natural. I think that is probably the best way to explain it. And then the other side is a way smaller, it's not as chubby. This is perfect to use to contour your lips. You can also contour your nose and eyes with this. Hence, you'll filtrum your lip corners, add shadow under your lip, and that is usually what I use this side for. And I just enjoy that I have 2 products in one pencil because, for instance, I have been looking at the Romand pencils and Daisique pencils, but they're not double-sided, so you probably get like one taupey color so that you can contour with, and then you'll get your actual lip liner shade. But this one is just so nice that you have both things in one, a little bit more inexpensive than some of the other ones I've seen. Again, I have the shade Cool Pink, which is perfect for my undertone. I'm going to swatch it on my hand so you can see the color. This is the pencil swatched on my hand. As you can see, it is a very soft pink color that definitely is cool toned, but I don't think it's too cool. Perfect amount of cool and neutral in this pink. And then you can see you have this more taupey color that still isn't too grayish, because that can sometimes look a little bit muddy, and I find that this color never looks muddy. It looks very natural. When you try to contour your lips, it looks like actual shadow, so I really enjoyed this shade. For each different lip liner color, the actual contour side is also different, so it tends to be either more rosy, more cool, so keep that in mind. So yeah, this is what 02 Cool Pink looks like swatched on my hand. I feel like these colors match literally any lip combination I do, which is why this pencil is always with me. The reason why I actually chose this Colorgram pencil when I bought it in place of others was because I saw someone on YouTube, you know, she was showing her makeup pouch, and she said that the Colorgram pencils have the best adherence. They're super creamy, like they don't tug, they're so creamy, but they last so well. I didn't want to buy a pencil that was super creamy but that like wiped off right away. The contour color stays the entire day when I put it on my filtrum to make it more defined. So easy to apply, yet it manages to stay on your lips pretty well, especially considering when you're overlining, you know that the skin above our lip is not the same texture, I would say, like our actual lip, but this pencil manages to kind of stay very well on both, like on your actual skin and on your lip. So I want to show you how I would apply it, and this is also kind of like, I would say, a thin lips routine, like how I try to make my thinner lips just look a little bit more plump and juicy. Try to just make my lips look bigger with makeup. I think it's a lot of fun. I can wipe it off at the end of the day. Right now I have this pencil on, but I didn't contour my lip or anything. The Lasting Melting Balm from Romand in the shade New Beige and Peonies. This is such a pretty combination. I applied this all over very softly, and then I added Peonies in the middle, and it just created this very natural lip look. So if you were wondering what this is, because it's so natural and pretty, it's the Lasting Melting Balm from Romand. Which, by the way, I did a video swatching all the Lasting Melting Balms that I own. If you haven't watched that and if you want to know how other shades look on me, It's right up here, you can go and watch that. So I'm going to be taking this off and I'll start over. So these are my natural lips. There's nothing on them. There is no foundation, no concealer, which I typically don't like doing anyways. I feel like it looks crusty when you put makeup on top, or like lip makeup on top. I'm going to be starting with the actual contour side. So what I usually do, depending on how I want my filter to look, sometimes I do just a little line like this. Sometimes I do a line that is upwards. Sometimes I do like a teardrop shape, so it kind of looks like my filter really goes in. Really depends on the day, and I just love to experiment with that. So for today, I feel like I'm doing the more natural one, which is just like this, or am I doing the teardrop? I think I'll do a slight teardrop. Like that. I don't even know if it makes such a difference on camera. I feel like in real life it just looks like my filter is a lot more defined. Next, I'm going to enhance my lip corners lightly, not too much. This is especially a good tip if with aging our lip corners start to droop a little bit and you just want to give the appearance of more lifted lip corners. This is one way where you can do that without having to, you know, get filler or, you know, a corner lip lift. We can always cheat that. I go little by little because I don't want to look like the Joker. My lips are already very wide. They just aren't plump, so I try to not enhance that too much. Going to add a little bit underneath. Okay, this is how much I would contour my lips. I've also seen people that outline the entire lip and really make it detailed. I don't want to make it too complicated. And now I'm taking the actual lip pencil and I'm going to be lining my lips. Overlining slightly, not too much, because I feel like my lips are so defined in terms of they're not really flat, they really stick up. So whenever I overline, it just looks fake. It looks very unnatural. So I try to make it as little as possible, or as natural as possible. This is how I would line my lips. It doesn't look overly intense. I think that also goes back to the fact that this color is so natural and it isn't too deep. I'm actually going to finish my lips by taking a lip tint and a gloss to make them look even plumper. Today for lip tint, I'm going to use Cranberry Plum from Etude. I'm applying just a little bit. Like this, how it would look like if you don't add a gloss. I really love this color, it's so pretty. I feel like this already looks way more flattering than using just this lip tint without a lip liner, without a little bit of a lip contour, which the lip contour I don't even do every day. It's just like a nice add-on. But if I apply this lip tint on its own without a base color or lip liner to define the lip, it just looks weird on my thin lips. So this is one of the ways that I would try to just make it look more harmonious. But since I like glossy lips and I feel like it just makes your lips look bigger, I'm going to use the Essence Hydra Kiss Lip Oil, and this is in the shade 01 Kiss from a Rose. And this is what it would look like with a gloss on top. I feel like it elevates it even more. This combination is so good and I'm obsessed, that's all I can say. I love this. It's definitely like my go-to routine for my thinner lips when I want to make them look extra juicy. And with that, you guys, we conclude today's video. I hope this little review of the lip liner was helpful and this little tutorial on how to make your lips look more defined, bigger, juicier. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video, if you had fun hanging out and relaxing with me, and I really hope to see you next week with a new video. And until then, please take care.